Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to my Tips and Tricks Thursday. My name is Lucia Visentin and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have all had a great week so far. If you do join and hop on, do say hi. Would love to say hello back, have a little chat, know where you're from. We've had a busy week here, just Stampin' Up wise, a busy week. Got everything ready for my class, so we'll see some of you tomorrow night for my class. I do a monthly online class, and I do have paper shares that I'm getting out, so they will be out by the end of the week, tomorrow hopefully. And what else is happening? So paper share, there are still a couple left, so if anyone is interested in the paper share, do let me know. $70 and you get, I think it was about, I'll read it so I can tell you exactly what it is. I don't know whether I've written it down. There was over 60 sheets of paper anyway, and everything is cut 6 by 12 unless it was a 6 by 6 paper, and then it came in 6 by 6 obviously as well. So that's kind of it. So now, World Card Making Day, that was the other thing. Do get on and register for that because World Card Making Day is for free. So it is a free event. They are using a kit. It does tell you what kit they're using on the event, and that is on the 4th of October from 2 p.m. till 3 p.m. Hello, Natalie. How are you? Hope you're well. So we might just get over. It is just a really quick tip today, and it is colouring, and it is a really nice, easy way to colour. Now, I did see Jackie Williams use this. She's from New Zealand, and I just thought it was a really good tip to show you. I am using the Paintery Pears, and we are colouring a pear, and it will be with blends. But like I said, it was just super easy and something that we could all do as well, which I really liked. So let us go over and we will have a look. Alrighty. So I do have my pear dies. So the suite that I'm using is Perfectly Pears. And there are the dies that go with it. So I have got my pear and the leaves that go on the top of the pear. I have got a couple of blending brushes, and I do have a little dauber as well. I have got 2 of the stamps, so I'm just using the pear stamp and the leaves. So for those I am going to use Memento Black. And then I have got some colours that we are going to blend in. So I've got Pecan Pie, I've got Darling Duckling, I have Old Olive, and I have Mossy Meadow. So let us get started with a little bit of stamping first. Let me just grab my piercing mat. So piercing mat, when we're using photopolymer stamps, this is the best thing to have under you so that it stamps nice and cleanly and clearly. So let's do a pear and let's do some leaves. I'm just going to put them a little way from each other just so that when I blend them they are a little bit separated. So I will pop that black away now. And my piecing mat. So what I would like to do now, we'll just let that dry. But out of this one here, I'm actually going to cut out the pear and the leaves. And we are going to use the negative to colour in with or to blend with. So I'm just going to use my mini cut and emboss machine. I've got plate number 3. The Perspex number 2, and then I'm going to go another number 3 on top of that. and we'll pop that through and cut them out. Now, don't throw away your little pear in the top, because you can leave that and use it for something else at a later date. So what we have here is, so like I said, these two bits for today I'm not going to use, but we can use those at another stage. I will put these away. And my dies. So what I'm going to use is what I've got here now. So I'm actually going to use this over the top of that pear and bring my colours in. So I'm going to start off with Old Olive. And we'll keep that there. I'm going to start from the side and just work my way in. And give that a nice bit of colour. And I'm also just, now I haven't put this, I could have done that so it all matched up really, really nicely, but I didn't. But I am just going to do those leaves nice and quickly as well. So give it a nice little bit of Old Olive. Then we'll get rid of our Old Olive. Oh, you're good making curtains and not playing with your Stampin' Up. See, I would have got my Stampin' Up delivery and started playing with that. I'm not very good at keeping things for later. I suppose it could be a reward. Once you finish the curtains, then you can play with your Stampin' Up goodies. So now I'm just going to pop that right over it where it was. I'm just going to go in with a little bit darker, so I've got the Mossy Meadow now. Just get that little corner, or at the bottom of my pear, to be a little bit darker. So that's what our pear is looking like for now. And I will just do those couple of leaves again too. I'm not bothering putting my brush back in the ink because there is enough on that. See, you've got that there. And I will get rid of that, and we will just do a little bit of Darling Duckling. Now, the only thing I did realise with this is because I'm using my green here, some of the green did transfer onto my brush a little bit, but once I cleaned it, it was fine. So let's just get a little bit of that Darling Duck. I'm kind of doing the side that was that had less green. So just to give it a little bit of colour through the middle there. And I could do the same just with the tips of those leaves as well. So let's do that over here. So just introducing a little bit more colour there. Oh, you'll love the floral folders. Even the other one, I really love the other as well. Natalie's talking about the little mini. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is what you're talking about, Natalie, these two here. So this one has got the floral down it. I think it's called glass something embossing folders, but they're both for the mini. So I know Natalie has the mini cut and emboss machine, so she likes, not likes, but has to get the mini embossing folders then. So that's what it looks like for now. I am going to pop this back on and just use my pecan pie. I know the middle of that stalk at the moment is quite green looking, but I think once we get the dauber onto it, we can make that a little bit browner. Do in the middle a little bit. There you go. Sorry, you know what I am going to do though? I really don't like it when those stamps are sitting on the side there. And what will happen is I will leave those stamps there, and I just don't want them to stay dirty. Being photopolymer, they do tend to stain a little bit more than the red rubber. So I do like to clean them straight away. Good afternoon, Vicky. How are you? Hope you're well. Excuse me, we're just doing a nice, quick, easy way of colouring here. So the other thing I wanted to do, just to give it a little bit more, a little bit of definition, I suppose. I do want to get a little bit of water out of my aqua painter. The water doesn't want to come out of that one. Let's find another one. It actually has water in it. Do you know what? Let's use, I had a spray here earlier. Here we go. Let's use our spray. So what I'm going to do with the spray is actually just a nice amount of water coming out of that. I'm just going to spray it onto where we've coloured, and you'll see as it dries, I'm just going to blow on that a little bit. It gives it a nice textured look. We might even, just got to wet my fingers a little bit and spritz it on. You can just see where it's spritzed on. It just takes the colour out of it a little bit. I'll put it a little bit on the black there, so that's getting a little bit, it's bled just a little bit. Did you know what? This is such a cute little pear too. So once we have done that, like I said, that is our little pear coloured. Like, he's such a quick, it is a great quick way of colouring your pear. Where did I just put my, so once you've done that, we can pop our plates back in. And now actually cut our little pear out. Just let me find a bit of tape as well. I hope you're well, Jane. I haven't seen you for a while. Just put that on there. And a little bit more tape. And this is just post-it note tape that I use. So nothing too fancy. If you don't have post-it note tape, you can use washi tape. It does exactly the same thing. I've seen some people using painter's tape as well. Works just as good. Fantastic. That's good, Jane. Like it's been ages since we've seen each other. So once we've done that, we then have our little pear all cut out. And can you see just those little droplets of water have just taken some of the colour away as well, which I think gives him a really lovely look. And the same with the leaves. there's our little leaves. And like I said, super, super easy to colour them in that way as well. Which, you know what, sometimes it's nice to have something that's really quick, where we don't have to sort of think too much. We can just do. So what I have done with that is just made up a little card. And all of these bits and pieces I had lying around. So I've actually made this card just out of scraps that were sitting on my desk. So the only thing I've done is embossed the background. I didn't have that piece embossed, but everything else was done. And see here, I've spritzed my pear. He's probably turned out a little bit better than this one even. So that spritzing has just taken the colour out. Oh, thank you for hopping on though, Jane. Love it. But yeah, I do like this one a little bit better. I've used a little bit of the ribbon. I've just put a little tag on the end of my sentiment as well. But like I said, I love the spritzing, because the spritzing just gives it that really realistic look as well. So even though it's quite an easy technique, and I've just got it a little bit sort of more on the leaf here as well. So there you go, something that is nice and quick and easy. Like I said, you're using this as your stencil. You do then, excuse me, you do then have these that you can use them for another card. What we could have done is actually stamped here and actually cut them out once we'd stamped them too. The DSP on the side of the card is actually from the Paintery Pears. Now this is how much I have used the Paintery Pears. This is all the paper I've got left. So there's not a lot of paper left here, but they were the papers. And that's the other side of that one. So like, there is just a little bit left there. I have loved these papers. They have just been gorgeous. You could have even done this on a Secret Sea coloured card as well. Would have looked lovely, because the Secret Sea does go with that really beautifully, and the old olive still stands out nicely on it too. So you could have done that with that down the side and still had the white card. Still would have looked nice. So, but Secret Sea, favourite colour. Do love it. Do love it. So that is it. Hi Fiona, it's just you've just caught the end of us. So I was just showing how to colour just using blends and daubers and cutting out your pear and using your pear, the cutout, as the stencil, just to give a nice quick and easy way of colouring then, and then just doing a little bit of spritzing with water. So I hope you have all enjoyed that. I hope that's something that's a little bit different that you haven't seen before. Like I said, thank you, Jackie. I did get that off her the other day. And you can use it for other stamp sets as well. This is the only stamp set I've really had with a middle to it that that you could do it with. I'm just looking to see. I don't even have my Christmas ones. Oh, here we go, Christmas ones. So you could do a similar thing with your Christmas tree here as well, because there is a die for that also. I could have used that actually, I didn't even think, and coloured it in. And that would have looked good, because you could have done the tips that little bit lighter and the middle of it darker as well. So again, still using the same technique for that kind of thing. Hello, Joan, how are you? Hope you're well. So thank you very much. Some of you I will see tomorrow night. Did you try embossing? Oh, no, I haven't yet, Fiona. I was actually going to do that today, wasn't I? Let me try that. I will still give that a try and I'll let you know. I'll see how it goes. I'll let you know, but we might do that next Thursday. I'm so sorry. I will write that down so that I do remember to show you that as well. We were talking about embossing, instead of using a Versamark, using water and seeing if the embossing powder would stick to that, just to get that little spritzed effect, because we could have actually done that on our pear as well. So we'll give it a go. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. I will be back on Monday night, so I hope you all have a lovely week, and we will see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye.